So if you're like me, you're always looking for new ways to record your guitar cabs. Today, we're going to be checking out the Fredman mic technique using two SM57s, and specifically using this mic technique in the doom metal genre. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure you stick around and watch this video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I'm Jason from Fuzzlord Effects, and if you haven't yet, I would really appreciate if you'd subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other videos. Every week we release a video related to music, so whether it's gear demos, sometimes those are instructional videos, and other times it's just us playing some music here at the Fuzzlord shop. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you want to keep up with what we're doing on a daily, head on over to the Instagram page at Fuzzlord Effects so you can keep up with what we're doing. Or if you want to check what pedals are in stock, check out fuzzlordeffects.com. So whether or not you have actually heard of the Fredman mic technique, I know that you have likely heard it on albums. So the Fredman mic technique was created by Frederick Nordstrom, and what it entails is using two SM57s with a special mic clip and miking one speaker with it. So the first microphone is directly straight on the speaker cone on axis, and the second microphone is at an angle with the tips of the microphone pretty much touching. The whole trick with the proper Fredman mic technique is that the second microphone is at a 55-degree angle from the first. Here is our first microphone on a stand, and this is actually one of the Wilkinson brand clips. The goal is that these two microphone tips are almost going to be touching like that. So we're going to have one that's direct on to the speaker cone, and then one that's at the 55-degree angle. The second thing we need to do once we get our mic clip set up is we're going to go to our speaker cab and use a flashlight to find out where the center of the cone of the speaker is, and then we're going to put our main on-axis microphone as close as the grill cloth as we can get. So that is our dual SM57 Fredman mic setup. So the backstory on the Fredman mic technique was that Frederick was working on recording at the Gates, and they were in the studio setting up their guitar tone. The story is that they spent 2 days dialing in this guitar tone, and they tried out all these different microphones in the studio, and after 2 days of comparing different sounds and stuff, they settled on that the Fredman mic technique using two 57s, one on axis, one at a 55-degree angle, was the nicest sound that they had found. Again, a couple years later, another band was in the studio and they did the same thing, went through every microphone, and they decided that this was the one. So the Fredman mic technique is extremely popular in metal music, but we haven't seen a lot of examples of it online for doom metal music. So today we're playing a Telecaster in B standard tuning through a Fuzzlord Effects Voidmaster pedal, and we're going to record a greenback Celestion speaker using a Fuzzlord FTW 120 watt tube amp, and we're gonna get to hear some sounds today. Quick thing before we get started: to do a true Fredman miking technique, we will be summing both of the microphones with a mixer before it hits our DAW or our recording device. Today, we're going to keep them on separate channels, that way we can isolate them and hear the differences. So to start off, let's compare the on-axis microphone to the off-axis 55-degree microphone, and we're gonna hear the differences between the way those two sound. Why don't you drop a comment below and let me know what you think of the two sounds of these identical microphones, which one you like, and I'm also curious to know what your go-to guitar cab recording technique is. So let's hear both microphones blended together in mono. The normal way to do this in the Fredman mic technique is to sum both of these signals and listen to them together. So let's hear both microphones sum together. And now let's stray just a little bit from the Fredman mic technique and let's take the two microphones and let's pan them just a little bit so we can get a little bit of separation and a little bit of a stereo image of this guitar tone. So that is the Fredman miking technique in the context of doom metal. So today we're recording a Telecaster tuned to B standard, playing some fuzz pedals, specifically the Fuzzlord Effects Voidmaster. Why don't you drop a comment below and let me know where you're watching from and what you thought of this video. I'm also curious to know if you've ever tried the Fredman mic technique, and I also want to know what your go-to recording method is for a guitar cab. So let me know your favorite microphones and your techniques. I'm Jason from Fuzzlord Effects, and I really appreciate you taking the time to check out this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with a friend, or share it on social media. Little things like that help out this channel more than you can imagine. Also, a big shout out and a thank you to all of our Patreon supporters whose names we're running on the screen right now. We appreciate each and every one of you, and you all support this channel so much, and we really appreciate you. Also, a big shout out to our producer level supporters, Ricky, Rustin, and Eric. Also really appreciate what you guys are doing, and you're a big help to the channel. If you want to know more about supporting this channel with a Patreon page, there's a link in the description. If you want to keep up with us on a daily, check out the Instagram page at Fuzzlord Effects. You can check out fuzzlordeffects.com to see what kind of pedals we have available, what's coming out soon. You can sign up for our email list there. There's also t-shirts below our video. If you want to grab one of those, it's also a great way to support the channel. So again, until next weekend, I really appreciate you watching this video. I look forward to talking to you in the comments. So let me know where you're watching from, what you thought about this Fredman microphone technique in the context of doom metal. And I want to know how you record guitars. So until next week's video, I look forward to talking to you in the comments, and I really appreciate you watching this video.